Inspired by Love is a podcast hosted by Rachellelove, dedicated to promoting inspiration, hope, and giving a healthy dose of God's love for every aspect of life. Rachelle is a seasoned inspirational enthusiast who uses witty commentary and biblical truths for real-life solutions, offers business strategies, health and wealth tips, and self-love care. Unlock the power tools to dig deeper, discover your untapped potential, and live your best extraordinary life. Here's your host, Rachellelove.
And welcome to Inspired by Love. I'm your host, Rachellelove, and I'm so happy and delighted to have one of my special girlfriends, the fabulous Miss DeAnna DuPree. Welcome to the show, DeAnna.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always so much fun when we get together. It's just sheer girl time. I appreciate
it. Likewise. Well, we are kicking off Summertime Lit. And I don't know about you, but I have been taking advantage of these cool mornings and hot evenings and just hitting the beach, doing my bike run. So I'm ready. I am ready.
Yeah.
Now, what about you? Let the viewers know and listeners know a little bit about your styling service. DeAnna is a fabulous wardrobe stylist. She has styled me, not today, but in other events.
But you're always fabulous.
And I just wanted to have you on and kind of share with our listeners, especially women that are in the business arena or wanting to start a business and just want to have their look put together.
Sure. Well, thank you again for having me. I thank you all for listening and supporting Inspired by Love. This is a great opportunity for women to get together. For women looking to be in the business arena, already are, who want to elevate their style, their brand, I think that's what you're asking.
Yes.
Especially during this time. This time is just different, like what I would normally tell you in terms of tips is a little bit different this time. But since most of us are on camera, some companies are doing some, light face-to-face work. But I would just say in terms of just think about, the chicest woman you've ever seen. It was always less was more, right? It was always a pearl, a simple white cotton button-down blouse, a dope pair of trousers, always chic, very clean, not too much print, unless there was a pop, maybe a scarf or a belt. But for the most part, you want to just stay in your solids, and you really want to just go with the level of chicness, which means the quality of the fabric has changed. The cut is a little bit different. I always tell women to get some level of a pearl. I have pearl everything from belts, earrings, necklaces, but pearl is just so feminine.
I wanted to accent because I know.
Yes. You want to think. I always say make a list of the things that to you are feminine.
Yes.
And for me, it's lace. It's different hues of pink. It's silks. It's really beautiful fabrics. It's colors like purple and just things that kind of for me spell femininity and womanhood and power. I love puffs. I love bow ties and things like that. So just think about the things that are feminine to you and find a way to incorporate that, especially on video, because it was really from here to here is really what we're going for. So we can really slay the Zoom these days because all they're looking at is here to here. Have your face polished, your makeup on, and you're ready to rock and roll. If you are in a position where no one else dresses up around you, you can still be the exception. I don't agree with joining that level of undressing, but I do believe that we should stand out as women. We should definitely stand out as women and leaders, and really empower others around us to step up. And so I think we do that in our wardrobe and our image for sure.
Now you hit the nail right on the head to stand out as leaders. So people know you as a stylist, but tell us about what is a femininity.
Femininity. I always get tongue tied. Femininity. Femininity influencer.
Yes.
And Well, what that is, you know, I didn't want it to be a femininity coach or, you know, I didn't want that title. But when you influence women to embrace their divine femininity, I think that's what I'm going after. You know, when I'm dressing women, they may tell me in their head, you know, that they may see, you know, a powerful woman, but power comes from our divine femininity, right? So I'm influencing women globally to embrace that feminine power and utilize it, and most certainly clothe themselves in divine femininity, which is, you know, like I said, pearls and lace and soft things, but it does give you a level of refinement and elegance and power that most women aren't carrying these days. So we have the opportunity to stand out just by allowing your subconscious to influence femininity in your life.
Wow, I love it. And you know, we do, it takes a little bit of effort. And so I think if we
have to
can just like meal planning, you know, it's like you're planning your meal for the week. So you think about what you're going to eat as well as what you're going to wear for the day or for the week. If you have to go out and meet clients. And during this pandemic, I know we are social distancing. So most people are doing Zoom and other, you know, platforms where they can meet people, but sometimes it's your first experience. So you want that first experience to be a lasting experience.
Because it is lasting. It's your first impression is your lasting. And
there it is.
I mean, you can, some people have a comeback. Most of us don't, you know, they'll always remember the first time that the camera went on and saw your face and what you had on and what was in the back. Like they never forget it. You know, it's the same in person. So it's really important that we utilize this time in quarantine. I always plan out my looks because not always, but if I know for sure after the coming up, I'm thinking ahead, like who's going to be there? What's my purpose for going? What do I want to get out of it? You know, who am I hoping to meet? And when I do that, it helps me figure out, okay, so I need to go and get one more belt, or, you know, I kind of can start planning my look, you know. The same with just being in quarantine. I know I may only go on video once a week, but that doesn't stop me from looking cute every day.
Right.
I may not be as glamorous in the house, but I at least make sure every day I at least
put together
powder my face, something just to make me feel good. Because we're all like in this waiting period. And while we're waiting, we know what I do. I'll wear like a tight fitting dress so that I don't overeat. So that I can remind myself, like, this dress is, you don't want to go another inch, you know. I mean, so it helps me not overeat, but it keeps me feeling pretty, feeling feminine, feeling soft, and feeling very much in my power.
I love those tips. So DeAnna, tell us, what new skills have you acquired during this whole COVID-19 pandemic? Have you had to pivot in your business?
Both. Well, the pivot has come from having to teach executives how to really look amazing on film.
Okay.
They never thought a Zoom would be so important, right? And now we've had to really talk about color, background, fabric, sound, you know, everything has changed. So my business has now gone into like this like consulting for like looking good on camera. But it's helped me, you know, interact more with C-level executives, their sales team, their marketing team, which is all beautiful. So that is beautiful because I believe that when we're out, I'll still be utilized to keep the image going. But in terms of new skills, I have now become, which is so crazy to even say it, but I've become a day trader. I'm trading in the Forex. It's crazy. I'm trading in the foreign exchange. It's called Forex, but it's short for foreign exchange. And it came to me literally, we were in quarantine maybe a week, and a friend of mine called me. And so I had nothing else to do. So I was like, let me look into it, you know, and I'm always down for, you know, opportunities for risk, anything that's going to elevate my financial portfolio for sure. And so when I started to look into it's the fastest market in the world, fastest growing market in the world. They're moving $7 trillion a day.
Wow.
Women are doing it. People of color are, you know, 6 figures a week. I'm like, this is crazy. No way. But as I'm learning, it doesn't matter how the market is going up or down. You make money both ways. which is very different from stocks. Stocks, you make money when the stocks increase.
Exactly.
And with the foreign currency, you think about currency. So if the yen is down and the US dollar is up, we make money. If the New Zealand dollar is up, it doesn't matter. So I just been learning and teaching other women how to, really build a substantial income.
So I'm going to stop you on that point because I definitely want to come back to that. But I do want to finish on your whole styling, wardrobe styling, because that's important. I think women of today, we're movers and shakers. We're really holding it down with the family, working from home, managing a couple of businesses. So who is your ideal client?
My ideal client, she's definitely over 40. She's seasoned in a way, maybe in her craft. I prefer creative women because they allow me to be creative.
Yes.
If they're not creative, if they're not creative, they don't really let me flow. They want to kind of guide me. And I'm like, aren't you hiring me to style you? So creative women in business who have reached a certain level in life where they know, if I could just get to this one part, this one level, it's all going to change for me. And generally, these women are in transition. They've either lost a job, got a new promotion, gained weight, lost weight, got a divorce. Something has happened where they're ready for a new look, a new image, or their confidence level isn't where it used to be. And you can generally tell that in their wardrobe that they're not really confident in their look. And that's that's the perfect girl for me because it allows me to just create she's like a canvas, a blank canvas to me, and I can just really go to work.
Since you just mentioned confidence, have you noticed women's confidence really increase due to the styling?
100%, 100%. Wow. It is funny because when I first started this business 7 years ago, all I wanted to do was dress women, right? And about 2 years ago, I noticed they would be confident for about a week, right? I would leave them, they'll be happy, and then I would check back in a month and they'd fallen back into their own slum. And it was because I didn't tap into the inside where all the confidence was being buried by the trauma. And so that's what made me go to become a life coach so that I can have the tools and the skills to guide them through breaking those limiting beliefs, and undressing it, where is it coming from? And then really just moving out trauma, because trauma is in our closet, our old body is in there, our old lifestyle is in there. And so when we go in and put those things back on us, we're carrying that trauma. So it's really helped me go a little bit deeper and dress it from the inside out. And that's where the confidence really just soars and it takes over their life because they're like, oh, this is the part that I was missing, So it's for me, the clothes come last. It's really here and here.
Yeah.
Where I start the work.
I think I met you during a transition for myself. I had just lost my husband.
You did.
And, I was planning the winter circle. It was a coming out party for me. So I am so glad that we had an opportunity to meet and just connect on a different level. Yeah. And now that you are doing this Forex, you have invited me to come a part of your team. So now I really want you to just share just some tidbits on if women are looking for additional income, if they want to take ownership of their destiny and, do something for their family. Let's talk about that.
I find a lot of skepticism and hesitation when we talk about this new thing. It's new. It is. 1% of the world knows about it. 1%. But they're making all the money. Yeah. How fair is that? And so the fact that women, especially women of color, have invited us into this secret society, where I would say to just at least have an open mind and have the conversation. Okay. Let us teach you what we know so far. It's going to take at least 3 years to be a master trader. At least it is Ivy League skill. Yes. But from day one, you begin to earn while you learn. So while you're learning the skill, I have a teacher, you have a teacher who's giving you, this is how I'm trading today. Take this and, input it. So I appreciate that while I'm learning on the back end, money is still coming in, which is so beautiful. But I would really request that as women, especially women who have children, who have, a lot right here, to look into it, because it really is a road to financial freedom that I've never, ever seen before. I've never seen this much money come in so soon, so fast. And it's like, it's consistent. It's not like I just had a good day. It's consistent, and so I would just say, if you're looking to not even make a little bit of money, if you're looking to like change your life, this may be something that's really good for you, because it's changed mine. It's changed mine. Like, I now style on the weekends and I trade all week because it has become my primary source of income.
Wow. Well, you know what? I would be remiss if I didn't tell people where they can find you, DeAnna DuPree.
Yeah. Yes. Well, for styling, mentoring, coaching, things like that, my retreats, go to my website, DeAnnaDuPree.com. For Forex, I would love to have a private conversation with you. So please send me an email or text me. I'm all down. People are like so scared to give out their numbers. Like, just text me. But, the phone number to reach me at is 323-400-5621. Email me. The email is it's DeAnna DuPree, ITS DeAnna DuPree @gmail.com. And I would be happy to talk more about I know you have 1,000 questions about what is Forex, how to make money, and all that fun stuff. So give me all your questions. I'm here to take them. I'm here to walk you through it. I have definitely become a leader now in this sector. So I'm really excited about bringing people into the fold and helping them understand how to make money and keep it consistently coming for years to come.
What are your 3 tips that you can leave us with?
Are these quarantine tips? Are these style tips?
Just tips for life. It's
tips
like,
for life.
Quarantine is not going to be with us always, but it's going to be for a while. So let's just get our mind right, and help us navigate.
So my number one tip is, I don't care what your background is, prayer needs to be in your life every single day. There is a higher power, whether you believe it or not, and there is a bigger force behind all of this. And so once we really tap into that, you'll find yourself hearing the secrets of life and getting guidance, divine guidance, do this, do that, do this, and you'll feel so much more peace and freedom around it. So I really would encourage you to find you a prayer. I have a prayer call every Saturday morning, 8:45. We have been going strong for 5 months. We have not missed a Saturday. And it's for the unchosen and the uncalled who just need to really tap in. So you all are welcome to join me for that. But prayer has become and has been my number one source of survival.
Yes.
So I would just say to tap into your spirituality and really find out what your soul is seeking, and give it what it needs.
Yes.
Number 2, I would say if you've never heard of it, it's called scripting. And it's really just writing down how you want your life to unfold today or tomorrow or this year. But it's like being a director. You're going to write a script to your life. And I have found that scripting has changed my life.
Really?
Okay? I just write things that I want to happen, and it just happens, period. I don't meditate on it. I don't focus on it. I write it once. I go to bed. I already know how my day is going to start because that's how I wrote it to be. And so it's almost this level of commanding, and it is so energetically beautiful. We can talk more about that.
Okay.
But I would say to look into scripting. It's going to keep you grounded. It's going to keep you really confident in your ability to command the things that you want in life. It's so beautiful.
Okay.
I love
Sounds
it.
Good.
Yeah. And number 3, it's going to always be in style, to stay in style, keep yourself dressed. It's something about passing a mirror and saying, okay. It keeps your confidence high, your self-esteem high, your power is really just flowing through you. When people look, if you look at yourself in sweats, do we not all go, ugh, and then we kind of soak in, right? But when we're dressed, even in the house, find really fabulous casual wear.
Mm-hmm.
I love casual wear where it's still like kind of cute and chic, but it's not PJs and it's not sweats.
Right.
So find you some casual wear while you're in the house. But when we come out, you want to be a different person who's brighter, more loving, who's wiser, and just really tapped into source. So spend this time scripting, tapping into your spirituality, and keep your style first.
Oh, I love all those tips. I am so happy that you were able to take some time out and come and join us and just bless the show. And I just appreciate you. And I'm looking forward to, because I'm working out with Ty, and she is really working me out. So after this is over,
she's amazing.
We're going to need to have another session.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Yes, I'm all here for it. I'm so impressed with what you're doing, and I pray that this podcast reaches millions of listeners, women and men alike.
Yes. Well, lovely. I will just thank you for your time. I just encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, rachellelove on YouTube. And then we also share it on Facebook. If you have any comments or questions, please do list the comments below. And as always, be inspired by love. Bye now.
Thank you for tuning in to Inspired by Love. Join us every Wednesday for the juice to be inspired. Like, follow, and share this podcast. Be sure to leave a positive rating.